This video will cover how to configure DataGrid AI settings and set the roles and permissions for DataGrid AI. These adjustments can be made by an admin or owner role from the SalesRabbit web app. To get started, click on Settings on the left-hand side of your screen and navigate to DataGrid AI. From here, you will be able to select your buyer score model. Simply select the model that matches your industry. Custom scores are for enterprise-level accounts. To see DataGrid AI areas and homes without a buyer score, select the None option. Once you have selected a buyer score model, changes on this page will save automatically. If you wish to preserve the DataGrid buyer scores after creating a lead by converting a DataGrid PIN, you can create a custom lead field to preserve your DataGrid buyer score. Custom lead fields are a feature that is available to pro accounts or higher. If you're on a team account, you can preserve the DataGrid buyer score manually by simply entering the score into the notes field after you convert a DataGrid PIN. To create custom lead fields, you can navigate to Settings and click on Custom Lead Fields, or from the DataGrid AI page, you can click on Take Me There. To generate the custom lead field for buyer scores, click on API. You can then name this field Buyer Scores. You can also name this field anything that will be recognizable to your reps as a buyer score. After the page has saved, you can click on Publish in the bottom right to apply these changes to your account, and then return to the DataGrid AI settings. Now that we have created a custom API field to automatically preserve the DataGrid buyer scores, you can select it here from the drop-down menu. Once you have made the selection, the changes on this page will save automatically. The next step is to configure the DataGrid AI permissions. To access the permissions, click on Settings, and then on the right-hand side of the screen, click on Roles and Permissions. There are two permissions that can be toggled on or off for DataGrid AI. The first is DataGrid Areas. This permission gives the ability to see areas and scores that are generated by the DataGrid AI modeling system. The second permission are the DataGrid buyer scores. This permission gives the ability to see DataGrid AI buyer scores for individual homes. By default, the admin and owner roles have both permissions turned on. Other roles can be toggled on or off depending on your needs for each roles. Simply turn on or off the toggle to enable or disable these features. The changes on this page will also save automatically. If you have any other additional questions or require assistance, please reach out to your customer success manager or to our SalesRabbit support team.